What is happening, everyone? It is Bitter bringing you a brand new video. This time we're going to go over some little glitches slash kind of hints and tips that you can go through on the brand new Deathrun 2 by JDuth or JDuth. The guy is really nice. I've been watching him since Deathrun 2, so I recommend all of you go and check out his video and subscribe to his channel. His link is in the description. But anyway, ignore that level 1 first off. That's the biggest point I have to make. And here you can take your time. I recommend, if you're new to Deathruns, 2 hops at a time. That way you can kind of compose yourself and redo it. There you want to look down and jump at the end. When you throw this impulse, you want to jump as it pops, and then it will launch you as far up into the air as possible. Now copy as I do, get as far to the edge as you can, impulse over to the first ledge. When you impulse here, you want to stand further away from the wall, impulse, jump quite early, so then you get more control on your jump, and then that will kind of work. And obviously on the second jump, get it as close to your feet as possible. On this level here, do not jump. You want to run just run straight forward. It will launch you yourself, and then you want to jump. One tip I always say to everyone is, if you have a scroll wheel on your mouse, which everyone should have, then you want to put your jump to your scroll wheel. It just makes things so much easier than pressing spacebar. Honestly, you have more control over it. So here, what you want to do is bait the trap as I do. Now you want to hold run down, right? So you want to run until you get to the far trap. So what I do is I run, and then after all the traps are triggered apart from that last one, I approach it as a walk in. So walk up to the final trap, bait that, and then run again. It makes it so much easier, and honestly that is the best tip I can do for that level. It's made me one-shot it most times now. So here what you want to do is, I kind of like mess up there, so I want to just make sure the trap's reset. But what you want to do is, where the blue lines are, you want to step over them slightly, turn around in a motion with your mouse, and where those first traps, if you can see the first spikes, where those meet, you want to stand on that and jump, and that is the perfectly safe height to trigger the top trap. So once that is done, you've got it down, you've got it nailed, that is fine. So what I do here is I get double impulses. I can now one-shot this, but this is a beginner tutorial. So you want to throw it as far to the edge as possible and jump on that bit. Same again here onto the last first square. And here what you want to do is first far left or right, and then it will trigger every trap, and then you can literally impulse your way up as I did there. You don't need to use another impulse. What I do want to say, if you're speedrunning this, throw your impulses away. You cannot bring them to your next level, or at least you can't use them on the next levels. So here again, as I said, you want to just walk this. I wouldn't bother running as I do. Obviously I'm going for a faster time. I've got a better time. My record so far is 5 minutes, so I'm going for it at a faster speed. But just walk forward, just beyond the blue line, walk back and jump where those spikes meet. I cannot stress that enough. Where those spikes meet is the perfect place to jump, and as you can see, you'll end up one-shotting it. I one-shot every level, but just not consistently altogether. Just kind of, you know, you obviously mess up now and again. But yeah, if you can do that, once you got that down, guys, you will have no trouble with these spike levels. So moving on to this took me a while to get used to, but what you want to do is jump, run and jump, you get more height, and go forward as fast as you can. What I recommend is, where the top, take the umbrella first off. If you've got some horrible glider, remove that glider. Honestly, it's going to get in your way, and you want to make sure the umbrella touches the top of the arrow above every door, and that will make sure you get through clean. So this is a little tip I do for beginners. Rather than trying to make the whole impulse over there, what I would do is take 2 impulses. So that was one that I had previously died on. Take 2 impulses, stack them, and just follow along the lines as I do here. You can just impulse up there, and it's honestly, if you're a beginner, I've timed it. The other way takes about 20 seconds. That way takes about 22 seconds. So it's a 2-second difference, and it means you can get it consistently. It's well worth it. Okay, so once at the top, I recommend you just move with your mouse, honestly. Don't move side to side. Keep your button on run and forward and move side to side. What you want to do here, where that little, see where the divot was? You want to jump where that divot was. Around this corner, you want to jump on the last tile. So once on this bit, this actually took me a little bit of time because I'm more of a death runner. I don't play online. I'm not very good with my aim. So I'm going to struggle with this when I actually go for my times. But what you want to do is just bait the traps like that. Jump early so you can have more control. Jump here, exactly where I throw that. Have a little jump there and then just walk back as soon as you land. Throw it, aim straight away, and bam. That is it. So that is all we have time for on today's kind of tutorial and some tips. And some not glitches, but you know, just like hints and kind of shortcuts for the beginner anyway. Once you get faster at these things, these are not faster ways. I want to stress that enough. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a great weekend coming up. But yeah, peace.